Well, my coffee's done pretty much, but I'm here. I also had my go-to sandwich, which was the bacon Gouda sandwich. And I tried something new. I had the Grand Ice Brown Sugar Oat shaken espresso. But it was like a little different because it had the lime cup caramel and 1 cup of chai and extra cinnamon powder. I saw it on the app and I said, let me try something new. I usually get a matcha, but I was like, I need heavy duty coffee today. I need something that's gonna really work because I'm tired. Hint the caption. So hopefully that will help me wake up a little bit. But yeah, I'm just sitting here now. I should have started this live when I got my stuff, but I didn't because I just had some time for myself. So what do I have going on today? Not me. Not. I should go there and get it and be like, I'm Rebecca. So what do I have going on for myself today? I have, for myself, nothing. I have laundry to do. And I will be taking my mother-in-law to her appointment. Recently, my mother-in-law has been going through a lot. She's been in and out of the hospital and rehab, and she finally came home on Monday. I picked her up from the rehab, took her to a doctor's appointment, got some things that she needed, and brought her home. And I know she was so happy to be home because who wants to be in rehab? If you've ever gone to a rehab facility, it's like all of them are just horrible. Smells like pee, and the nurses don't really care. That's just the truth. So I felt for her, and I felt, good that she was coming back home, but it's more work for me because that means that I have to, be there with her, care for her. And so it's more of my time. But that's something that I'm willing to do, out of the kindness of my heart for her. Thank you. Hello, guys. I hope everyone is doing well and having a great week so far. But yeah, so this week is really about her and helping her. But I had to do something for myself. And so I started my day off before I get to her. I came to get some coffee. I needed some coffee and a sandwich that I finished already. But I'm just sitting here. So there's it's funny because I used to live across the street from here. I no longer do. But when I lived across the street from her, there wasn't a Starbucks because I would be here all the time. I guess that's why God knew that I was going to spend way too much money coming here. So I think that's why he did that. But yeah, so now that there is a Starbucks here, I'm still in the area because my mother-in-law lives close by and the kids go to school close by. So I really like the Starbucks because it's in a hotel, and well, there's a whole bunch of empty tables and seats. And so I come here, sometimes I bring my laptop, sometimes I get some work done, but like I said, this week is not about me, it's about my mother-in-law. But I did want to come and just have some time for myself. And then I'm like, you know what, let me do a live. But how are y'all doing? How are you guys doing? What is the topic today? The topic today is sometimes you need to take some time for yourself, even if it's just like an hour. I've learned that recently. I've learned that it's important to take at least an hour for yourself and do whatever it is that you want to do. It doesn't matter. You know, you could choose to be productive, or you could choose to not be productive, or you could just choose to sit there and stare in the freaking sky. But I think it's important to take time for you, because you'll go crazy if you don't. And so I try to do that every day, just at least an hour, sometimes two. I know, right? It's like, who has time to take time for themselves? It's a real thing, though. Thank you. Yes, I love my big forehead. Whatever God gave me, I enjoy. But that is what I'm enjoying right now, this time. Just sitting here. I enjoyed my coffee, went through my emails, did the things that I needed to do. I'm like, let me do a live now. I haven't been on here in a while, so hello. Yeah. Well, everyone has the right to their opinion, you know. But I think it's the way, a lot of times it's the way that I'm placing, the phone. But to be honest, I'd rather have a big one than a small one. I have to live. So a lot of times when people ask me that, I just say I live. And I live the best way I can. But I am an artist. I create. And I am a mother. So that in itself is work. Yes, because there's so many Browns in this world. But to me, any kind of talk, any kind of like comment, bring it on. Like, I've learned that in this world, it doesn't matter what you do, what you look like. There's always going to be people that are going to say negative things, say, whatever it is that comes to their mind, especially online. So I'm past that. But I do have positive words of encouragement to share that I always want to be able to share here in my platform. And just let people know that they're loved no matter what they're going through, no matter how they feel. You are loved by someone. And if you don't think so, I'm going to let you know so, because God loves you. God loves you. Well, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. You know, maybe I should. It's telling me to add a Q&A sticker. I haven't done that in a long time. I live in the United States now. My ethnicity is Brazilian. Popeyes. Hello from India. But, you know, no, I'm not. I just came to have some me time here. I'm at Starbucks. I didn't even bring my laptop today because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to really work. I'm just taking some time for myself right now. That's why I started this whole life, really just to show that time for yourself is needed. No matter what you do, take an hour of your day and just bullshit if you want. Thank you, Jimmy. No, not at all. People, there's nobody here really. No one here. That's why I come here, because it's the Starbucks is in a hotel and there's plenty of seating here that is unoccupied. So it's like a whole section of like seats that you can just sit here and work, I guess, or whatever. But I don't know. Nobody has told me to leave, at least not yet. So Starbucks does have their own section, but I would think like, why? I mean, you know, like I'm not doing anything wrong, and there's seats here. So why would someone be like, oh, you can't sit here, you gotta go, like you gotta leave, you know? No one has told me that. I guess nobody cares. And like I said, why would, like, I'm just here on my phone. So I'm not harming nobody. Yes, exactly. That's why I'm like, I'm going to be here. Because obviously Starbucks had their own little section over there, but there's people there and it's a dark, small area. And I said, I need some light. I need good lighting. And this is just like, I don't know, my little spot. But yeah, so I need a topic. What should we talk about before I get off of here? I would like to, I don't know, just talk about anything. Okay, retouch. Does that make a difference that retouch is on? Huh. Birth of Jesus, okay. Jesus in general. I know, I just actually, well, a couple of days ago I saw on my phone how Jamaica is getting hit. I haven't seen the actual hurricane itself or video footage of it, but I think it's horrible and it's tragic. And I just ask God to bless the people of Jamaica and anyone that, is getting hit with that horrible hurricane. Y'all are funny. Okay. I hear you when you say that. Like, it seems unnatural because it's like, I don't know. It's like, where is this coming from? I feel you on that, though. I'm an artist. I do body painting. I do acrylic painting. In fact, I keep saying this, but I'm going to make it a priority to do my next live and do some sort of painting on here because I have a project due by November 1st, and maybe going on live will make me complete it sooner. I don't know. Yeah, like, I think we don't know what's being controlled nowadays, like just too much going on in the world. And I live in DC and I've seen how much it's changed. Um, Trump is really, I'm not, I don't want to go into politics, and I'm not big on politics and all that, but being that I live here in the capital, I've just seen how things have changed right in front of my eyes. Thank you, Jimmy. I'd like you to guess when I was born. What year do you think I was born? The theme for my project is, so I am doing so I do body painting, and so a lot of times, like, I have like a style of art that I do based on like silhouette bodies. Like, I've always been into woman body shapes and then adding a lot of color to it. And so I'm doing that on a big canvas. I am an 80s baby, actually. I'm sure they are. So you guys would love my art. Stay tuned. And hopefully I'm going to actually have live models that I will be painting. So stay tuned for that if you'd like to see that. I'm trying to book events and stuff like that. And hopefully I can do some lives when I do my events. Well, thank you. Like, I can read, but I can't read this fast, okay? So bear with me. Yeah, just let me know what kind of specific painting you're talking about. Thank you. Shady Spills. Thank you for the kind words, everyone. I appreciate it. I just know that um, that sounds interesting. Now, I have to go and look that up. I mean, I think I have an idea of what you're talking about, but I still need to look it up. Yes, I do speak Portuguese. Sim, eu falo português. I like that, Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome to do. I'd definitely be down to like just create whatever came to mind, you know? That's usually what I like to do is just paint whatever's, in mind. Where in DC is all the Brazilians? I don't know. I just know where I'm at. But Maryland probably has more Brazilians, to be honest. Yeah, I would say people are not preparing themselves for what's ahead. I know they're just consumed in what's going on now, but I think we all need to start preparing because we don't know what this world is coming to. I'm sure you guys have realized I don't have anyone monetizing. Monetizing. I don't have anyone, what is it called? Moderating my stuff. And I don't care to. I just let people talk shit, pretty much, because it doesn't bother me. God bless you as well. You know, I think people that choose to be online have to be strong because obviously it's not just for everyone. Um, People are going to say whatever they want to say, you know? And it's either you're going to get offended or not. And I don't get offended easily because I know me. Nobody, like, think about it like this way. Someone on here just comes on here and says something about you and they don't know you. So I don't let those little things get to me because I think I know me better than you do. You know? And that's for anyone that is intimidated by showing their face or going online. I feel like this is our platform. Don't be ashamed to go on there and speak your mind. Speak whatever it is that you want to say. You will find your people. There's always going to be people hating, always going to be people that have negative shit to say, but that's just life, you know? Hopefully you just come out stronger. That's how I come out. I come out stronger because I know that this little stuff is like, come on, really? Like you're telling me, someone that you've never met. Okay, all right, yeah. Tell me more. Tell me more about me. So, it doesn't bother me. Now, you know, I would say I would be more offended if it's like a friend saying stuff, you know, even though sometimes that shit shouldn't even get to you. But someone online, honey, I don't know you. You don't know me. So, yeah. So speak away. Take care. 3:16. Is that from John 3:16? That's the thing. I teach my kids that every day. Don't let people get under your skin. Don't let people have control over you because that's all they're trying to do. And when it doesn't bother you, that's when it bothers them the most. So enjoy because it's not bothering me. But some people are so broken that they choose to take time out of their day to disrupt other people's life and try to break them because what do they say? Hurt people, right? So that's what it comes down to. So people on here that are saying negative things, that are saying whatever they fucking want to say, like gibberish shit coming out of their fucking mouth, it's because either they've got nothing better to say or they're broken and they want to see other people break. But I'm not her. I'm not one to break. I've never been one to break. Yeah, you know, that's why there's therapy. There's therapists out there for people that have issues, you know, and want to be heard. I wish there was more, or I wish healthcare would do a better job in providing that for people, because there's a lot of people that are, you know, that need it. But exactly, that's my girl Rihanna. And if she's beautiful, shit. And has a big forehead, then shit. It's honestly the lighting. I am gonna get ready to go. I told myself I would give myself till 11, but 11:11, make a wish. So I wish that all of you find peace and love in your heart. Thank you. Thank you, everyone that showed kindness on here. I hope that everyone has a blessed day. And I hope that you be that person, you know, to encourage other people to be nice. Always, always be nice. We need more. We need more kindness in this world. Don't you agree? Like, it just takes you to say something nice to someone. That's all. And you choose. You choose. And it's like, why choose hate? Why choose to be hateful? Must be something wrong with you if you're choosing hate. Because there's really no need for it. So, yes, today, choose to be kind. Choose to be someone that is going to make someone's day by saying something nice. You know? Instead of something mean. Whatever other live you go on, someone other than me, choose to make their day. Say something nice to them, you know? Not everyone's going to be as strong and as accepting as me, you know? There's going to be other people there that might get offended by little stuff. But choose to be nice. Because remember, it's very easy to sit here and type shit, right? When you're not face to face with people. And that's the crazy part. It's like, imagine if we acted like we do online in real life, and we just come up to people that we don't know and be like, you have a big forehead. Like, is that something that you would, you know? But it's like people just feel so free to say whatever it is because they're not being seen. They're not showing face. So, who's the real strong person? The one showing face or the one sitting behind the screen showing no face? Just think about it. But like I said, just choose to be kind. Choose to be kind and say nice words, because it's very easy to pick at people and say, oh my God, you know, like, you have this. I mean, you guys could have said, oh my God, you have a pimple on, you know, like, I'm not a perfect person. I know that for a fact. But then again, no one is, you know. But it's crazy how we look for flawlessness and perfection and everything, that it's crazy how we're so programmed that way to think everyone has to look a certain way. I'm going to continue this conversation. Hello, how are you? Good. Peppers in the... Nonetheless, it's a beautiful day out. And I'm just happy to be alive and well. So, yeah, let's continue this conversation since, you know, I'm here. So, yeah, why is it that we have to feel like everything has to be flawless and perfect and beautiful? That's not what God, or I'm not going to say that's not what God intended, because everything is beautiful in God's eyes. But we have let our brain get so consumed by media and shit and what is put in front of us that we think everyone has to look like a freaking Kardashian, you know? And that's not real. That's not real life. Find beauty in different. Find beauty in like real art. Real art. The more, it's crazy because the more I think about it, it's like we become programmed to think that everyone has to look a certain way, or if they don't look a certain way, they're not considered beautiful. Well, thank you, Beck, for that compliment. You know, I thank God for just making me whole, meaning like I have everything that I need. I have arms, I have legs, I'm able to speak, I'm able to see, I'm able to smell, I'm able to eat, and I'm able to do the things that some people are not able to do. And I look at that as a blessing, you know? And I do feel like I have a beautiful heart, and I think that's what matters the most. Not appearance, you know, because there's a lot of beautiful people that are very ugly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you can donate me some money, then maybe I can donate you some money. Yeah, but I just hope everyone chooses to be nice. Is that is what I want to leave this live saying, is choose to be nice, because it doesn't take a lot. It really doesn't take a lot. I think it takes more out of you to be mean, because it takes more of your energy to be mean. And it's like, why are you choosing to take more of yourself, more of your energy? Give more of your energy to be mean. Choose to be nice. Choose to say something nice, because not only is it going to make that person feel good, but it's going to make you feel good as well. Thank you, my friend Davis. You know, I'm just saying, these people don't know you from Adam. They just see you, and they think because they see you and you don't see them, they know you more than you know them. And so they choose to say whatever comes to mind, right? But that's why I'm saying, if you're choosing to go on live, if you're choosing to look at people's lives, why not choose to be nice? Why choose to say nasty things? Is it because you have a nasty heart? Is it because you're broken inside? And it might be. It might be the case. And you know, all I can do for someone like that is pray for them. And hope that, you know, whatever's broken inside you heals. I pray for your healing journey. Because, I mean, you know, there can be a lot of other things that can be entertaining other than going on people and, you know, saying weird or nasty stuff. But, I mean, I think it just reflects you. At the end of the day, it just reflects the person that you are. If that's entertainment to you, then that just tells me a lot about you and yourself. But, you know, it might be the way he was raised, the way he was brought up. And maybe now he thinks that's entertainment because his mother or his father or his family used to go on him and used to say nasty, awful things, you know, to him. So now he's choosing to do that to others. And that's sad because usually that's where it stems from. Usually these things stem from somewhere, you know? That's why I always choose to tell my kids how much I love them and how much God has made them beautiful, you know? Because when you're affected as a kid, it really changes your way of being and how you go about life. So, and yes, I am a follower of Christ. And I hope that everyone, before they die one day, follows Christ and chooses to follow Christ because, excuse me, let me put my seatbelt on. Because it's very important to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And especially now with Halloween coming up, you know, everyone into all this demonic shit. I just want you to know that I'm praying for you. Praying for you, for everyone's health, everyone's mental health, everyone's well-being. I have 2 beautiful kids. You know, you guys can think what you want to think, but God is, yes, within you, but by no means you are God. But everyone has a right to their own opinion. Oh, look, Josh wants to show his face. Let's see. Mm. Wonder why. Exactly, and I guess we'll only find out the truth once we're dead, right? I know that there's been things kept from us. I know that I'm going to choose to accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior, because if I was to die tomorrow, I wouldn't know what would happen to me. But if I'm saved and that is the truth, at least I'm saved. Like, that's what I don't understand from people. People just choose to, like, be stubborn and be like, no, that's not the truth. I'm not going to do that. Who knows if that's the truth? You don't know. What if it is? At least you're saved. And that's what makes sense to me. But everyone has the right to their own opinion. But I know that if I was to die tomorrow, I'm saved. I'm saved by God. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Well, I'll pray for you, Josh G, because I wouldn't want to be you if I died anytime soon. And now that explains everything. But I respect everyone. Like, you do what you want to do with your life, you know? It's your life. That's one thing that you have control over. It's your own life, your own decisions, you know? Now, one thing I know, there's a lot of evangelic Christian people out there that want to like force people, but no, the most you can do is share the gospel of Christ and let the person make their own decision. If they choose to, then that is great. But if they don't, then, you know, that's their choice. I've never been about forcing anything on someone, because I don't believe that that's going to help anyone go that path in accepting or following. So, Amen, T-Smoke. Jesus is real, and he is the only way to make it to heaven. And that's why I say, you know, I don't understand why people don't just choose to accept Jesus and know Jesus and say, you know what? I don't know much about you, Jesus. I don't know if you are real or whatever. You know, present yourself to me or show me. But I know that if I was to die tomorrow, I would want to go where you are. I would want to go to a place called heaven if there's a heaven, you know? Like, I know we don't know all these things for a fact, but if they're saying that there is a heaven and a hell, then wouldn't you want to go to heaven? I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to go to hell. So it's just like, it's a simple decision. It's like something so simple, but people choose still to not believe and choose to be like, nah, I'd rather go to hell. If there's a hell, I'd rather go to hell. Because this is, I'm going to tell you, this place on earth can be hell sometimes, right? Imagine hell all the time, though. Imagine this place, I believe this earth is going to turn into hell. And whoever is a follower of Christ will go up to heaven. But it's your decision to make. And of course, yes, we can't just accept Jesus and say, okay, I'm saved. I'm still going to live in my sinful ways. We got to change our ways and follow him by not being sinful, which is difficult in the beginning, but I not that I believe, I know that God will change you little by little if you make that first step in choosing to follow him and choosing to walk down the right path with him. But see, the thing is, how do you know that for a fact? How do you know that that is just a state of mind? It is right now just a state of mind, but we are all spirits, and that's all we're going to be left with when our bodies are gone. And so that is what is going to happen. It's either we're going to go to heaven or go to hell. It looks like you're going to leave a whole head. I don't see you have eyes or a nose or a mouth, Josh G. You're talking about forehead, but I only see head right there. But now I understand. I understand why you choose to talk about other people's flaws, because first you didn't even have a picture. Now you probably should have kept it black. You shouldn't have put a picture up, because now I see why. Now I see why you choose to talk about people's foreheads. Honey, yours is no better. Yes, you do have a forehead just like Tyra. You do. Is that what you're asking? Okay, well, I'm telling you, I see your picture, and yes, you do have a forehead. Actually, yours is a head, just a head. I just see a head. I don't see eyes, I don't see nose, I don't see a mouth. I just see head. But back to the subject. Well, I don't know that practice, Bex. I mean, I'm one thing about me, I'm very open-minded and I like to learn. And if I'm willing to do that research and learn more about it, then who knows? But exactly, you know, the thing is, like, in the Bible, it says everything that is happening now, like, these things are happening and people don't see that. Um, yeah, I mean, I just don't have the energy. I don't. Guys, it was very nice being on here with you guys on live. You know, good, bad comments. I receive them all because, like Josh said, it's entertainment, right? No. To me, getting into good topics like Jesus come back because he is. And if I can come on my platform and share that and talk about that, I feel like I've done my job for the day. So I really want to do this more often, talk about the gospel of Christ, especially because I know that that's one thing that God has put me on here on earth to do. So we'll continue this conversation another day and start my day out of this car, out of this conversation, out of this live. So I hope you guys have a great, blessed day. And be productive. And remember, choose to be nice. Take some time for yourself. Okay? Because a lot of y'all be so nasty inside because you're just seeking some self time. You need time for yourself. Take it. All right, toodaloo.